Been so long since I looked at something with your Mercury and SDs. How's it going, guys? It is Plastic Disasta back with another review, and today we're going to take a look at the SD Cross Silhouette Gundam Calibarn from the Witcher Mercury anime, which I believe that Gundam appeared like in the last 3 or 4 episodes. This Gundam is Subatta's Hail Mary, and since it's been a while I take a look at the Cross Silhouette SD Gundam, let me give you like a brief summary of it. So basically it's an SD kit that comes with an inner frame. You have 2 types of inner frame, one with a bunch of ball joints, also known as the SD frame, and one with does have ball joints, but it has like, elbow bands and knee bends. That's called the CS frame, or the cross silhouette frame. The older SD cross silhouette frames just has the SD frames, while the recent releases of this SDCS comes with both SD and cross silhouette, which is great because you don't have to purchase the CS frame separately. So taking a look at the box art, the recent releases of the SDCS Gundam kits shows what it looks like when it's cute and badass. Take a look at this side of the box, just shows out the 2 inner frames. Here's what it looks like when it's an SD, and right over here is what it looks like with the CS frame. Looking at the other side, we got the front and rear shot of the kit, and posed up next to the aerial. And after opening the box, we got 3 bags of runners and a manual. So looking at the cover of the manual, we got some information of the mobile suit. Again, what it looks like with the SD and cross silhouette frame, shows off the weapon layout and advertisement of other kits. And taking a look at the parts list, looks like we're gonna have a bunch of leftover parts, and I assume that's from the inner frame parts. Starting off with runner A1 and A2. A1, that's gonna be the SD inner frame, and A2, that's gonna be the CS frame. Runner MP, that's gonna be for the hand option parts. Runner B is gonna be a multicolored runner. We got some smoke clear, some red, yellow, and gray. Got 2 runner C's, and runner D, that is going to be for the white parts. And to round up the runners, you have runner E for the eye parts, and finally you have a big sticker sheet. So that's going to be it for the unboxing portion. It's going to be nice to build an SD after building a bunch of like high grades and master grades. So let's just say it's time for me to take a break and build something simple. Put this kit together right now, and I'll see you guys right after. And here's the kit all put together, and yes, I know I did switch the eyes off camera, but I just want to let you know what it looks like in SD form. And as for building experience, yeah, you can see why they have to omit some of the inner frame parts. If you are curious about the articulation of the inner frame parts, check out one of my older videos of the SD cross silhouette kits. So if you want the longer link proportions with the knee bend, you use these parts. Don't worry, if you want like longer arms plus an elbow bend, the parts are still, the usual. And I know I am spoiling the articulation, but since it doesn't use the inner frame feet parts, you do get a nice toe bend. Well, it's actually on the ball joint, and the heel can pop off like this. So again, in a nutshell, they omit some of the inner frame parts for new parts. There is that one thing that may bother some of you. You know that one gimmick that you pop off like the cap and you can switch the eyes to like the SD or the cross silhouette version? Yeah, unfortunately you can't do that. So if you want to swap the eyes, you might want to grab yourself a part separator. So moving on to stickers, you do get 2 different sets of eye stickers, one for the SD version and one for the SDCS. But the funny thing is, it is clear green plastic, so no point of using those. And any sticker that's like behind a clear black plastic, again, it is a sticker, so it gives you like 3 options. So if you want to go with no stickers, that's non-luminescent stains. If you want to go with like this red, orange, like type of sticker, that is permanent score 5. And the ones I use, that is permanent score 8. Just to quickly go back in the head, this sticker right here goes onto the front. This right here goes onto the back. This little sticker right here goes onto the shield right there. And these two, they go onto this big gun right here. So this long one, it just wraps around on the barrel. This little one right here, it goes boom right there. Now moving on to accessories, starting off with hand options. What you see on the kit are the weapon holding hands, and next up you have these 2 open palm hands, and next up is this big gun right here. These little things right here are on a ball joint, and you have a secondary handle that can swing forwards and backwards. And finally, you have its beloved shield. Now, why is it beloved? Because it could break into different bits. You can have it flying around or attach it to the Gundam. Of course, it does have a handle. It can rotate. You can attach it on the side or under. And here is a quick glance what it looks like when you take off the shield bits and attach it onto the Gundam. And I like it how it kind of gives me some V2 vibes, especially on the backpack. And since we're on the backpack, you do get ball joints on these big old thrusters right here. And funny enough, you do have beam saber handles, but you don't get beam saber effect parts. What the heck, Bandai? One little nitpick, when it's on SD mode, when you attach like the shield bits onto the arms, it does like hinder the articulation just a bit. I don't know, maybe it's better off if you do it like in cross silhouette mode. And just to show you what it looks like with the CS frame, and of course for me, I always like to display my cross silhouette kits with this frame. Just for a quick size comparisons, here it is right next to the SD Aerial. Now this is the SDEX standard, which is kind of cheaper and very sticker heavy kit. I gotta say, they look great together. So that's gonna be it for the size comparison. Let's move on to my final thoughts. Moving along to my final thoughts, and just to show you what it looks like with the shield bits on. Overall, it's a pretty fun kit. Now, if you've been building SDCS kits for a while and you want something a little different, I think this might be the one for you. The only negatives is that it doesn't have like, the eye changing feature. It's just that, again, you have to take the head apart and rotate like the eye, so you could do either the SD form or the CS form, and you don't get a thigh rotation as well, because all you get is just a ball joint right there. And sacrificing the thigh rotation is understandable because you are working with the design of the Calibarn and maintain the SD cuteness. So other than that, pick this kit up if you're the fan of the Witch of Mercury series, or if you're just a fan of SDs as well. Alright, so that's gonna be it for the review. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. Questions, concerns, comment down below. See you guys in the next video.